Hello guys, Zul'jin here. Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Indoors. Guys, today I got something special to show you. A viewer request from Glam Owl Crazy for a ballroom or party room. I decided to do some sort of a reception hall just to give you some ideas, Glam Owl Crazy, and I really love this design. I played with it all day yesterday and just listened to a bunch of dubstep and just hammered it out, and I really like the way it came out. I did a grand entrance and I did it with the pillars or columns, the quartz pillars, surrounded by the quartz steps, and I did some windows. The window features I kind of repeated all around the room along with the columns with the little curtains using the red banners, and at the top, instead of the glass, I went with the hardened stained red clay just to give it like some more structure, almost as if there was a curtain rod present, kind of like a base for the curtains to hang on. So it worked out really well, and I just did a little centerpiece with some iron bores and some flowers behind there. Actually, I used Podzol back there just to keep it nice and concealed, and it works out pretty good. I did a little like a restroom entrance here, even though I didn't do a restroom. You could go on and just look at other videos to get restrooms. I thought the build was detailed enough like this. I did a little bar using the classic bar stool design that I like so much with the pressure plates and the item frames. I ended up using the dark oak wood fence and the dark oak fence gates as the item inside the frame, so that it looks like a little chair bracket. And the bar is pretty simple. I went out 3 at the bottom and out 4 at the bottom and out 3 at the top, and I used this little double stairway design and this stairway on half slab design just to give it a little bit of symmetry, like it had some pattern. And I went with a little bit of decorations back here with the white carpet, flower, a couple of brewing stands, and some cauldrons with levers to emulate sinks, and a little glass or lighting feature that you would normally see in a bar, like at the top the glass shelves behind, along with the red curtains or the red drapery that kind of gives theme to the rest of the room. For the floors, I chose to get some runway pattern just to give the room some added length. I felt like it was a little bit short by just keeping one floor pattern, and I didn't want to do like a checkerboard or anything. I did try a bunch of different designs, but I think I like this one the best. So I got the sandstone runways going down the sides, kind of give you the idea that you can walk through the middle area and get to where you're going. For the lighting fixtures, I really liked it too. I wanted to do something that was a little bit off center, so as you can see, I kind of staggered the lighting. I went with every other one on the opposite block, so it kind of came out cool. Instead of going with the straight lights, it gives it a little bit more definition, and I liked it a lot. I went with the redstone lamps, and above that I did a redstone block. I surrounded those by the right side upstairs and the white glass in full effect. The only thing that I didn't do on some of them, which I could easily correct now that I'm seeing it, is taking these little glass panes and adding them to the corners just to give the light a little bit more depth. And I think it's a good little feature. It's a different type of chandelier. It's made to look kind of like a commercial light or something that you would see normally in a chandelier of sorts. Just a little bit more glass, just to give some added detail to it. So I think it came out good, and it just gives that extra illumination, I find. So the rest of the build was pretty cool as well. I wanted to do like a public feeding area, kind of like you'd see at a banquet hall, like the little reception area that you get food. So I used these stone half slabs to kind of emulate chafing dishes, or with the bulk food, to where you can come up and you can grab a plate from the inn and come serve yourself with some of the utensils. I ended up using an iron sword and an iron shovel as kind of like the serving utensils, like a knife and fork, even though there wouldn't be a knife that large on a public display like this for food, but it just to show off, just to give you some ideas on how to decorate. Did a few white linen that you would probably see, some rags, or to emulate plates or something like that. In the back is kind of like a storage area with some of the other stuff that you might need in preparation for the banquets, and I just added a few items here and there along with a little bit of storage just for some decoration, just to keep it random and look like a cluttered shelf that you would typically see with storage. And I used the top for like a hood vent to keep the heat up from the chafing dishes maybe, and a little area back here just for serving, along with a couple torches for candles, so I think it came out good for this section. Now this is the port that the you can duplicate easily. I didn't know whether to go with like a place to people to watch a show, or you know, kind of like where the DJ would be, or where the speakers would be, or whatever, you know, an opera or whatever you'd be watching from here. But I wanted to show off a seating area and some tables that you would normally see at a reception hall, and I didn't want to make this too large. I mean, it already took enough time, so you can easily extend this just by taking the pattern just like this, the windows and the columns, and extended it over and over and over again, so you could get this as long as you really wanted to and add multiple tables. But the tables were pretty simple. I wanted to emulate like a rounded table, and even though you can't really do that in Minecraft round, the square tables that seat 8 are pretty good, so I just did with the stairs all the way around. And I ended up just using regular stair blocks for the seating. And I did a red tablecloth and a red piece of wool on the inside. That way you could still put a potted plant in the middle. And I chose to do with the little white tulip. So it looks real good, and I did 2 of them, and I paired them evenly along the center line, so again you can continue walking. Now the seating area is pretty cool too. I decided to do my little banner trick again, and underneath all of these I can show you I have the glowstone that's in between them, so that does eliminate the need for the black block, because if this glowstone was out, what you would see would be something like this. I'll show you. You would get the lighting glitch on one of the 2 items, and that's not something that I wanted to do. So all in all, I think it came out really good like this, and I'm happy with it. So I did the seating area just like this so that you can watch the presence of the stage, and I like the stage a lot. I did a couple of, you can use coal, but I used the black stained clay in the Soartex Fanfare texture pack, or these are actually the clays from Flows HD, but they did a good job to kind of emulate speakers or the large PA system that you would see around a stage. And as you can see, I wanted to keep a little bit of space away from the stage just so I can emulate that the stripes run all the way through, and they actually did. They're just covered with carpet. But the stage was pretty good. I ended up doing kind of like a beveled stairway design. I'm not totally in love the way the top came out. I guess I could have made it a little bit different, but for the most part, it does give a tapered look for like kind of like if you would be walking or having people come up to accept awards or something like that. You would come around this side and go up the stairs and come around this side and come back down the stairs. So just a nice simple little area for the stage, and I didn't really know what good stage props were. I kind of left that up to the imagination, but I ended up going with something that would be like a mic stand and maybe a stool or a small table, kind of like you would see on a comedy stage, you know, a stool and a microphone stand. But I'm sure you could have done some stuff with maybe some things that look like a grand piano, or maybe another PA system, or maybe a drum set and stuff. You know, there's probably different things you could have done, but I was happy with this just to give it the idea that it was the stage. So for a curtain effect or for a stage effect, I thought this was really good. I ended up going with a bevel design with the kind of the rounded look with the red stained clay, and I wanted something that would emulate that there would be a curtain. So this was a little bit hard to realize what to do, but I think I'm happy with this. I used the red banners to come down, and they just hung down right here next to an open space. Naturally, it would have been better if I could have closed this space off, but from the front you really can't tell, and it does do what it's supposed to do. It gives the stage some artificial depth that was very much needed, and a curtain effect, something like that you would see a curtain that can be drawn down for plays or shows or things like that. And I just went with sea lanterns because they were easy to place for lighting. That way you can see the banners would be illuminated well enough. But all in all, I don't think I missed anything, guys. I think this is everything that you can possibly use for an area like this, except maybe, like I said, the public restroom, and I don't know, maybe some decorations here or there. But for the most part, I wanted this to be something that you can see normally in like a reception hall area or a ballroom. So I hope you guys enjoyed the build, and let me know what y'all think in the comments. Thank y'all so much for watching. As always, this is Zul'jin signing off, and we'll see you next time. Bye.